Well, good evening, everybody. This is the meeting of the Rutland Zoning Board of Appeals, February 1st, 2023, 6 p.m. Present is Mrs. Tamika Murphy. She's the secretary. Alternate Butch Nato, member Paul Crane, attorney Arthur Wells, attorney Jacob Morris, and myself, Chris Senical. Looks like we got 5 tonight to vote, so we're good?
We're good.
All right. First up on the agenda for this evening is the meeting minutes from January 25th, last Wednesday. I was not here. Were you guys here for that?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we, and,
Three of us.
three of us were, can we vote on this with just 3, or we're good?
Yep. That's
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
So we got a motion, we got a second by Artie. Any discussion regarding the minutes from January 25th, 2023's meeting as prepared?
They look good.
All good.
All right, so hearing none, all in favor to accept the minutes? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any nays? Unanimous. Carries. All right, that one's over. Next up on the meeting minutes is the public hearing for a variance application at 5 Rufus, Putnam Lane. Mr. Darren Ross is requesting a variance to put an addition on his property, I understand. Okay, and this was, and just to give you guys a little bit of background, right, we've done this one back in, I think it was 2015, I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Yeah.
Seemed like it was just a couple of years ago, but just so whoever might not remember it, I don't think I was there at that one, but
I wasn't here,
I signed, me, Rick, and
but I read it.
Paul, I
Rick and Bob
think,
did
are on that
Is that
decision.
who signed it? Was it?
Well, I got it right here.
I read it tonight.
Yeah.
Who
I
signed
think
it?
it
I
was
saw Art, Rick, and
Art, Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, it was Rick, Bob,
this-
and myself.
this variance was granted previously for the applicant, and the time, they didn't build it in time, the time ran out. They got 1 year, or they can ask for a 6-month extension after a year, didn't do so, so that variance ran out, so they're back here to go through the pain and suffering again of requesting a variance. So with that being said, we also received a little bit of, a few pieces of memorandums here. We got one from the planning board, they had no comment regarding this, and the Board of Health had no comment as well, correct, Tamika?
That's correct.
Anybody else? That was it, right, for correspondence?
That's it. Yep.
All right. And Tamika also gave us the old prior approval in writing. There's also some new plans here. I'll just, if anybody wants to take a look at this, they're here, the applicant just, well, those are just the large, those are the same plans as we got in the application, right?
Yes, same ones,
Just
just on a
full
larger
size?
scale.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, great. And the plot plan there is there to show the distance. All right, so with that being said, Mr. and Ms. Ross, you guys just want to come up, state your case, tell us what you're doing and what's going on?
Darren Ross, 5 Rufus Putnam. I don't know if I have to come over there.
Right.
Yeah, no, you can sit up there if you want to come on up from front of you.
So we had planned to go ahead with this 7 years ago now. It's funny, and kids were getting ready to go to college, so we backed off. Now the kids are all gone, and not that we miss them, but we can finally put the garage on.
Body clock inside.
Back in the day, our house was built by CNS Builders, and what they did is there was a mistake when they set the house. It wasn't a mistake for the house, but they put it too close to the lot line on the left, so we could never put an addition on it. It was just he just set it to the left-hand lot line. There's plenty of room there. It's actually 50 feet, but if you put a garage on it, it goes away. So that's it should have got pushed down. So I'm applying for it's 9 feet is what I'm gonna be over that. I'm gonna be 9 feet from the outside limit to the side lot from my garage, and it's the number is 20, so I have to come in for the appeal.
Okay, so looking at this the prior variance, we granted them a 13-foot variance from the existing 20-foot setback. So that would give him basically 7 feet
Correct.
to not build within. Okay? And that was also based on the board's finding that your hardship was prohibitive of a financial burden due to the location of the septic system in the driveway and the place of the of the house where it sits right now, that there was no other way to put this addition on your property without extensive financial hardship.
Right.
Is that still the case, guys? Is that pretty much the
That
same
hasn't
situation?
changed.
You're putting it on the same place you were
We
before?
put it on the same place. The
Same
only thing
thing.
different, it was, you guys granted 13 before. We just gotta think that through. And
Okay.
it's, the house next door is, if you saw it, it's 200 and something feet, 225 feet away through woods, so I'm not
Yeah.
encroaching on the neighbor. I think he was notified, he didn't have a problem before.
Yeah, Dan
We
came
talked,
last
we
time,
talked
and he-
about it, and I
Yeah,
don't,
his house is up, just the same, it's over on the left side.
Yeah, see,
and
for
there's,
some-
there's plenty of room there.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of room. It's just interesting how it all got, everybody got smashed to one side.
Guy
We
laying
didn't,
those out must
you know, we
have
got
had a
an
little-
acre and a half, we could have been,
Stumbled
been
to the left,
anywhere
stumbled
on the
to the
lot, you know? And it just never,
It's a nice cul-de-sac.
yeah, it's
Beautiful,
If
beautiful
we
spot.
get the road fixed, we'll be good. But
Good luck.
my road's tough, but so that's the only difference. The house next to me on the left was put in the middle of the lot, and they've had an addition, and it doesn't cause any problems, but this, unfortunately, I'm too close to the thing, and there's nothing else there's no other way out of it, so that's why I'm here.
Is the same builder doing the addition this time?
No,
I didn't notice.
no, we've selected,
Dave Lucia.
Dave Lucia from town, and that's why he's not
He's an
here.
alternate member on the board, and
Yeah.
he actually called me tonight, said, I don't think I should show up. I said, no, if you're financially.
He's one of the guys that
associated with this thing,
we
you
had
better
look
just
at
stand on.
he's one of the guys we had look at the plan, so it's better that he's not here.
Yeah. So, if he ends up doing that or whatever, you're in contract with him, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably best he's not part of this process. So, so the 13-foot wide variance would basically states, from the lot line 7 feet in, you can't build. Is that sufficient, or is that something you want to change or something?
I think we could go, if we could go to 5, gentlemen, just so that it's the same as it was before, it just moved over that little bit, and then I'd be fine. It would be helpful if we went to 5.
Okay.
Just because we gotta come around that side, and I don't wanna encroach on the neighbor's property with the forms.
This
or-
plan shows like a 9.1 from that corner, the closest
Right.
point, right? So you're just looking for a little cushion. basically.
Right, I'm looking for like 4 feet.
Yeah.
So if I get,
3.5 feet or something.
if we go to a 5, it would be perfect. I'm still gonna be way within that, but a 5 would work for me
Gives you all room.
if you guys saw that was okay.
Darren, how far do you say your nearest neighbor was?
Like
200
227 feet or something, but
And there's woods there.
There's
I mean,
woods, yeah, there's a
his-
full-
His neighbor can't even see his house.
yeah.
Okay.
We can see through there now if you look hard through the winter when there's no leaves. You can't, come spring, I can't see any neighbor except the one right across the street.
All right, thank you very much. You guys, any other questions or anything else?
I have a question on this.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I get the garage, need of a garage and all, but you got the breezeway in there, which is eating up a significant amount of space. It's pushing it over there. How does that enter into the hardship?
The breezeway doesn't exactly enter into the hardship. Where it enters into is that when we were trying to put that garage on the building with the trusses and stuff upstairs,
Yeah.
we needed to get a space to turn the corner. We've got the minimum in there. I understand what you're saying, but we put the minimum little piece of pie in there so we could turn the corner so we could put the right trusses at by the engineering.
And then it angles the garage
Why
to.
couldn't the garage just go, my question is, why can't the garage just go straight up against the edge of the house?
Well, what he's saying is, see the way the garage doors are? See that front facade? By putting the breezeway in there, you can turn the garage as a builder.
Right.
And
So it
it's
matches
just-
the street.
And then that matches the existing driveway. And so without that, your driveway's, now he's gotta put another driveway in, that could encroach on the lot line.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
just
that
a big
that's necessarily true on
street.
the driveway, that's what I'm asking about.
If on the,
I mean, the driveway's going straight in. The current driveway goes straight up.
yeah, it goes into right here and
So,
in there.
that doesn't,
But what I'm saying is if the garage is like that, how do you wanna come into the garage?
the garage is gonna be like this, you can come right down the driveway
What's
there.
easier,
I'm
like
just-
this or like that? That's all I'm saying.
I get that, but I'm just saying, you know,
That's
it
why
goes
they're trying to like.
straight in,
Yeah,
That's just a little thing a builder does to.
okay.
so.
It saves a lot of money on the, I was told if we kept it at the angle and went up to the side of the house, the trusses would be expensive because they have to make up some sort of an angle on the backside. I
For
understand.
the, you're saying for the angle, but again.
Yes, if it was
Why-
up against, yeah.
Why not just straight in?
It-
So your house, instead of having a kick out, instead of being
Yeah.
like this,
Be square right up
Just-
against it.
straight out.
The person with the eye in my family, and the architect didn't think it was right. It would work out right, so that's the only hardship.
Is there anything different about these plans than what you submitted in 2015?
I think there's a foot distance of a couple feet, there's nothing significant.
Meaning in terms of setback or something else?
The setback is different because it was 10 feet back then. I think the overall footprint of the house may have changed a foot or difference, but we still went to the same. Let me go back a step. When we went to the architect, he laid it out and I asked him to go to 10 feet as before. Town requested that I had a civil engineer go up and stake my line. When he did that, he found out it was 9.1. So that's the only difference. The architect missed by 11 inches.
Okay, but there's not any
There's
major
no structural
feature or
difference.
something like
No.
that?
Nope.
Like, for instance, I was there in 2015, I don't remember, but, the breezeway, that was there, everything was...
Everything was there,
That's
yeah.
all I'm really talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions, any other concerns? It's away from the septic and the well, right? That's,
Everything's,
It's on the
on
other side of the property,
yeah.
okay.
which makes
On the
it why we
site-
can't do it on that side.
The site plan,
What else
everything's
on there?
located on there, we're good.
What else found?
We're not near any wetlands, nothing's changed.
Yeah, you're on the Board of Health, yes.
Yeah, we're aware of it.
All right.
So the septic and well is to the right of the house, that's why the hardship is there.
Yeah, it's everything's
Yeah.
on the right, as you want, yeah.
You guys pretty good with this? Repeat performance, yeah?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, unless I miss something.
Yeah, I just check and make sure, right? You get a chance
I
to do
wouldn't
all
want
of them.
to, I wouldn't
Yeah, no, I mean, I
trust
got,
my judgment for 2015.
I didn't realize what caught us is the part of the variance goes away after a year. And I never knew that, and at the time, I don't think anybody reminded us of that, so then when it,
I didn't know that until tonight.
yeah, no.
yeah, I really,
I'm not afraid to admit.
And that's a state,
it's a state law.
it's a state law versus a town bylaw, there's nothing in our bylaws that say it, so I was like, oh, interesting.
That's why I really never was cognizant of it and knew about it. When this came up the first time, you sent that email a few months back, and I looked at it, and
And it was a lot of
well,
confusion,
that is a
even
mass general
in,
law.
and then when we went to the law, we were good, we knew which way to go, but.
What I've started doing now is on the decisions that I write, I included the end, what the expiration period is, so that it's
Nice.
explicit
Yeah.
to folks who know, because previously, I don't think anybody really was aware.
Usually comes up when you get denied, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brought,
Yeah, that 2 years,
yeah.
18 months,
yeah.
When it came, yeah, it was funny because I was like, oh, that's interesting, and then there's no around it. So I helped the town coffers a little bit extra more than the first time, it went up a little bit.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, we're happy to.
Happy to take your money and run.
Any other questions, any other concerns, guys?
Nope.
All right, do we want to bring this to a vote? And
Well, should we move to close?
yeah, well, so do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So move.
Arthur, do I have a second?
Second.
Butch, thank you. Okay, all in favor to close the public hearing for the variance for 5 Rufus Putnam Lane? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, that's unanimous, so no nays, that's all set. Do we have a motion to vote on this variance for a 5-foot, it'll be a 5-foot, 15-foot variance, side setback variance, okay? Do we have a motion for that?
So moved.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Second?
Second.
Arthur, thank you. All in favor of allowing a 15-foot side setback variance for the 5 Rufus Putnam Lane application? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays?
Hey,
One nay. All right.
carry.
So this motion carries 4-1. We are good to go. Thank you very much,
We have
guys.
to wait a period of time now.
Yeah, to make a,
So I'm gonna draft up the decision, and then once it gets talked in with the town clerk, there's a 20-day appeal period. As long as nobody appeals it, I'll let you know the date when you can come pick it up, and then you record it with the registry,
Okay.
and you're all set.
And I'll grab the plans from you then.
Yeah, you can grab them now if you want to.
Okay, perfect.
Because we have the other ones on file.
Yeah, we have
The
them
building
all on
department.
file.
Yep.
There you go.
Take notes.
All right, guys,
Well,
thank you
thank you very much. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Happy building.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, hopefully the wood prices continue down just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, hopefully.
They're actually going down, it's scary, I don't know why, but I'm not gonna,
Run with it while you can.
Yeah. Hopefully.
and there's no
Interest
frost.
rate should drop, interest rate should drop too a little bit. All right, so next up on the agenda, just other issues. To me, the only thing I was gonna ask you is the town meeting report, that ZBA. You did say that was something you were gonna take care of, right?
I
And then
will
I
take
just,
care of that, yes.
thank you very
Yep,
much.
and then I'll run it by you before I
All right,
actually.
so there's nothing I gotta do until you ask me.
Right,
Awesome.
yep, you're all set.
All right.
We don't have anything else in the pipeline yet, so
All good?
pretty
I don't
good.
know, do you wanna, what I mentioned earlier, do you wanna bring that up, or is that?
Sure, so,
Okay.
Paul just mentioned to me that it looks like he'll be moving out of town.
Eventually, in the next probably 4 or 5 months or whatever anyway, so it's
So-
time to start to,
So he might be moseying on down the line, so maybe if anybody knows of anybody else that'll be a good fit for the board.
Okay.
But we got 2 alternates, so we'll be covered pretty good. It's really good strength, place of strength right now as the board
Yeah.
right now goes. And we'll just look for another alternate member, and we'll move up one of the alternate guys to the
To
game.
the hot seat.
Tough to replace Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Been there a long time. How many
I know
years you been
that,
doing it now?
a lot, I don't remember
Yeah.
when I started.
A long time.
Maybe she's a neighbor.
Huh?
Maybe she's a neighbor.
Where do you know where you're going, or you just know you're leaving?
Oh, I'm gonna have a place going down to St. Pete.
Oh, wow. All right.
Down there in the winters and then summers in Mystic,
Okay, yeah,
so.
nice.
So nice.
Eternal summer.
Feel.
My dream.
Yeah, nice area. All right, so that's that. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, so do you have a motion to close this public hearing?
I'll make the motion to close the hearing.
All right, thanks, Jake. Second.
Second?
Thanks, Butch. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Thank you.